40 years ago, we opened our doors with one mission in mind.
We'll be right back with the top 10 songs of 1983.
To sell quality American-made vehicles at a fair price.
You have arrived.
And we've loved every minute of the ride. Celebrating 40 years of Two Rivers Ford.
It is 6:01. Good morning. I'm Jonathan Schaefer from the Superbook.com Sports Desk. Both Tennessee and Vanderbilt advanced to the SEC Men's Basketball Conference Tournament quarterfinals at Bridgestone Arena. Tennessee defeated Ole Miss yesterday 70-55. Josiah Jordan James scored 20 points and had a game-high 7 rebounds. Tennessee faces Missouri at approximately 2:30 this afternoon. Vol Network coverage will begin at 2 o'clock right here on The Zone. And Vanderbilt defeated LSU 77-68. Tyron Lawrence, 22 points. Jordan Wright, 15 points and 15 rebounds. The Doors have won 4 straight and 9 of their last 10 games. Vandy will face Kentucky tonight at approximately 8:30, and you can hear that game on 104.5 The Zone. Patrick Ewing out as men's basketball coach of Georgetown. To the NBA, Grizzlies defeated the Warriors 131-110. And to the NHL, Coyotes over the Predators 4-1. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and the Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Friday morning edition. It's Ramon, Kayla, and Will, and it's powered by all Four Seasons Garage Doors. And on a Friday morning, all we know how to do, I promise you, is act like it's a Friday morning. Alongside 11-year NFL veteran, Vol for Life, Friday actor, Ramon Foster. Our capitalized J journalist from the Pacific Northwest, Kayla Anderson.
Reppin'.
And the one and only, the best producer in the world, because we don't settle for second or third best on this show. Jonathan Schaefer is his name.
Boss, you know we finally here, right?
Ha!
Yes.
It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then.
It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, hey, ho.
Get the knees up, get the knees up, get the knees up. Move the hands, move the hands. For the face, for the face.
I'm Will Bowling.
I was going to keep going because he was giving commands, man. Like, what else we
It's
got?
like Simon Says.
Instead of the Dan Le Batard drop that we use in the summer, today it's basketball.
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 B-ball.
Basketball.
Basketball.
Good morning.
I'm telling you, whatever you with, I'm with. Okay?
Perfect.
I was,
For better or worse, Ramon just follows my lead.
He does. He's taking
Usually
commands
worse,
this
but that's
morning.
okay.
soldier today, okay? Well,
Soldier.
Yes, he is.
Hardly know her.
I love that part of it. I'm going to be honest. Fresh cut Will, I've yet to make it to
Funny thing is, one of those voices sounds just like Jonathan Schaefer.
I can't even tell.
the deeper voices.
Okay.
Shay.
There's one voice in there that
That
literally
does sound-
sounds, when Schaefer does his fake, like, oh, come on, voice, it sounds like Schaefer's.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that right there.
There it is.
Right in there. Good
That's
morning.
crazy. We've been 2 months without football already,
a
have
good
we
morning.
not? No, a month. About a month.
Well, a little bit
Feels
more than
like-
that.
It'll hit us in
more.
May.
But
We have the XFL, but I got somebody mad for ignoring it.
Show did.
So like Ramon said, we haven't had football
Yeah.
in months.
there's too much else going on right now with basketball, man. This is the time. Let's get hyped. We got hoops in Nashville down the street.
We do.
Back in its rightful home, the SEC tournament. Good to see Bridgestone Arena full
Hopping.
for
That's what Kayla
college basketball.
said, too.
Will and I
crowd.
were there yesterday. Will stayed for the later games, too, because he just couldn't get out of there. It was so fun.
That's right. It's a good time.
I wanted to just ride by. You know, sometimes you in college, like, let me see what
Did you
the
say ride by?
ride by it. Yeah, I was just like, I kind of want to see what it looks like, but I didn't want to go through what I thought like Broadway was going to look like, super busy and
little
stuff.
chaotic.
Was it a little chaotic?
Yeah.
That's what I kind of
Parking
figured.
was a problem.
I like to kind of see that, you know, like, okay, look at them going in and out of that place over there. I just take me back right there. Is it busy? Is it packed in there? Can we come in yet? I was one of those dudes. I'll admit that.
I will make a complaint.
Oh,
I'm good at making complaints on this show. That yesterday I went into an establishment that will remain nameless.
Please.
Remain nameless. And there are 3 bars in said establishment. All 3 of them were booked for private pregame events, like pregame parties.
time out.
Like one of them was like an alumni association thing that was reserved. You like couldn't go in. Another one was like another like company thing. You couldn't go in. And then like the top floor was another thing. It was just like, oh, this entire floor is reserved for something else going on, like
weird.
another event kind of thing. It was kind of odd. I don't know.
Yeah, and if it's somewhere where do you go there a lot?
Not really. Just like a downtown spot.
Yeah.
That like we had entire bars and places that were just full of fans and like alumni associations. I know Tennessee was down on 6th Avenue somewhere, I think, and
Yeah.
you have different alumni associations that have just taken Broadway bars and made them their homes.
Okay.
But no, I thought the crowd was pretty good for Tennessee and Ole Miss, and it was weird not to see as big of a big blue wave go into Bridgestone Arena, but that will certainly begin today
Yeah.
when they start play against Vanderbilt.
If I was a person that frequented those places downtown like that, I know like the natives here get like, oh, leave my city. I would be a little ticked off by that. Will I'm gonna be real. But if I'm one of those out of town alumni places, people, communities, I would book a private place down here. Though I mean, why would you not book something off Broadway? So I get both ends of it. Will I'd have been like, who are they? Did they already lose? Did they already lose? Oh, they should leave now.
I really did enjoy the game. I got there a little early just so I could get everything set up because we haven't been there in a couple of years. And I haven't covered a game there since the pandemic, I was telling y'all. So I even forgot some of just the basic things, you know, in press row, where we're set up. After the game, there's a cooling off period before we can go into the locker room. And a lot of people forgot we could even go into the locker room. Yeah, because it's different for the postseason. In college, you don't go into locker rooms. However, you do in the postseason for basketball, whether that be tournaments or the NCAA tournament. So I just was like, I got to get my everything settled. And then once I got settled in my seat, I kind of took it all in. And it was so cool just to look across and see all the orange. Behind me, people going crazy, and when the ball flies into the second row of press, everyone's going crazy. It was just the energy was really, really electric. Like everything about Bridgestone yesterday, I felt for most of the games was like that was the place to be.
That's all I've heard about it from people that's been inside the building is that the energy is there. Like it's packed up. Everybody look like they're having a good time. And that's all you want at events like this, especially when it's such a melting pot of everybody being in the city. At least everybody can get along. I like that.
615-737-1045 is our number if you want to join the conversation this morning. We'll go inside the Tennessee locker room, take a look at Tennessee's win over Ole Miss coming up here in about 10 minutes. We'll be joined by Ben McKee in studio this morning, our friend from GoVols247.com, and Andy Staples gives us his food takes and maybe secondarily most important, his NFL Combine and draft takes after that. That's at 9:20 this morning. He has been on his crusade he often goes on recently on Twitter against coleslaw. I'm interested if there is a coleslaw of the 2023 NFL draft that he is willing to. Maybe he won't disparage a young man's confidence or skill that much to compare them to coleslaw. See if we can drag that out of him.
Are you guys coleslaw people?
I like coleslaw 100%.
I do when I mix it with like things. I like to mix it.
I'm here for that.
Get my beans in there, mix it.
Yeah,
coleslaw with beans.
Oh yeah,
just on the side, not even necessarily in it. Just they just next door neighbors.
I have
and
never
stuff.
heard of that.
Next door
neighbors.
They're sharing a duplex.
Hey, I'm here you with your barbecue sandwich or something like that. Oh, come on, Andy. Hey,
what?
This dude. I can't get
Andy's on our.
Is
not
it
like
chat?
on a pulled pork. No. I'm
list.
talking about the pulled pork like sandwich with coleslaw on it. You don't live in that world, or in West Tennessee, we have slaw dogs with like
that's
smoke.
good.
I'm gonna have to take them off my friends list off MySpace.
Take them out of your Fab Five.
No, out of my top
Andy's
6 on MySpace.
I
We
don't know
met
what that
Andy
is.
at the Senior Bowl too.
Yeah, we did meet Andy. Andy, by the way, is big time.
He's cool too.
I
love Andy.
I did not realize. I was like, Andy, you do a lot of high class stuff in media. I ain't realized that for a while.
I need to tell him yesterday. I mentioned to my roommate we were having on Andy Staples, and he goes, "Oh, reading Andy's mailbag in The Athletic is the highlight of my week, literally every week." It's like, "Oh, okay, cool." Didn't know that.
Sweet.
My roommate did.
That's really funny.
God,
My roommate Mitch was like, "Yeah, like literally reading his mailbag every week is like the highlight of my week. It's like reading the morning paper."
Oh wow.
I was like, okay.
The responses,
I'll pass
I'm
that
guessing.
along.
Yeah, definitely. Let them know. You might get a free subscription or something.
Because it's like half food takes and half college.
Yeah.
Like half college football. And then probably some other stuff sprinkled in there. But he had a question this past week of like, what 3 cities would you go to if you could only recruit athletes from 3 cities? And what would you eat in said cities?
Whoa.
Great question.
That's amazing.
Outstanding question.
That's in depth. Big time.
I mean, with The Athletic, the listeners and audience members of The Athletic ask Big Q questions to Big J journalists.
So
like Andy.
give me one of